Hello, writers. Welcome to Writers Workshop. Yesterday, you had the opportunity to take a look at some third grade notebooks. Inside those notebooks, you found true stories about third graders. Hopefully, you were able to come up with a couple ideas about what you might write about today in Writers Workshop. But if you didn't, I have the lesson for you today. I know that coming up with ideas can be hard sometimes. But today I'm going to teach you a strategy that if you are having trouble coming up with ideas about true stories to write, you might use this strategy today. You can think of a person that's super important to you or that matters to you in order to get ideas. So what I did here is I came up with people that matter to me. This right here is one page in my notebook. I just made it larger for you to be able to see. So some people that matter to me are my mom, my sister Alyssa, my husband Adam, my grandpa, and my two kids, Colton and Lucas. And what I did was I chose one of those people, and underneath it, in my notebook, I wrote the person, my mom, and I wrote 3 different small moments, stories, things that happened in my life with my mom that I could write about, that I remember in great detail. The first idea was the time when she came to my school when I won Student of the Month. The second idea was the time when my mom was in the hospital and I helped her paint her nails. And the third idea was the time she taught me how to make her homemade lasagna. Now, writers, I'm having some trouble. I have these 3 ideas, but I'm not quite sure which one I want to use today. So in order to figure out which one I want to use today, I'm going to think about which one I can write with the most detail. And I can for sure write about the time when she taught me how to make homemade lasagna. So I'm going to share with you the beginning of my story from my writer's notebook. I had been begging my mom to teach me how to cook. She always had the same response: "You're too young, maybe next year." To my surprise, at 8 years old, this was finally the year. My mom took me with her to the grocery with our detailed list of ingredients for our masterpiece we were about to create. As we strolled down the aisle, we picked up all the pieces that would eventually be used to execute my mother's famous lasagna recipe. Writers, I want you to pause for a second and I want you to think about who are the people that matter in your life. Can you create a list like this in your writer's notebook? Think. Good. Everyone has important people in their life. So writers, every day for the rest of your life, I want you to always remember, if you're not sure how to tell the story or what story to tell, you can always use a strategy to get started. So if this was Writers Workshop time and I sat down and I knew exactly what to write about, I might not use this strategy. I might just get right to work writing on a blank sheet of paper a true story that I want to tell that happened to me. If I'm having trouble coming up with an idea on what to write about in Writers Workshop today, I might start here first on a blank sheet of paper and write people that matter up at the top and start listing people that matter. And then I might choose one of those people, write it down below, and write down some small moment stories that happened between me and that person. And then I'm gonna pick one of them, like I did, the time when my mom taught me how to make homemade lasagna, turn the page to a blank page, and get started writing from beginning to end. Good luck, writers.